Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to see everyone in this seminar, a seminar of proper perspectives of beauty. So I have chance to talk about beauty. And last weekends we were talking about health, the proper perspectives of health. And this week I decided to share about beauty with you all. And I think health and beauty are comes in handy. Um, Health and beauty comes in handy, and um, they should go together. So I decided that this weekend I'll talk about beauty, um, the proper perspectives of beauty, and we could have the concept about holistic beauty. Have you ever heard about the holistic beauty? It's not just beauty as we think about the physical appearance, but it's also from the internal values or the non-physical values or invisible values from within. And thank you very much for your presence, for the support from your loved ones, so that you have time to watch or attend this Zoom or watch this seminar. And as I remember last time when I share about beauty, and at the end of the seminar, I have the feeling that I'm more beautiful. So I think the more I share about beauty, the more I am beautiful. So I think that is one of the idea that motivate me to share this topic, and I hope that you could have the same benefits. All right, so we can let me share the screen so that we can start it. To be honest, I was not a person who liked to make up or care much about my appearance. Mm. In the beginning, I was not that person. And before, I thought that spending time for um, taking care of my appearance is just waste of time. And I don't want to spend much time on that. And then when I learned from my friends and have opened my circles of friends, and I studied from a community that everybody's heads for seven holistic wealth, which are wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, physical well-being, capabilities, material well-being. And in physical well-being, including beauty, not only health, but also beauty. And people share. with me about um, the benefits of health and beauty in in our lives, and I have accumulated the root concepts, the beneficial root concepts about uh, beauty, and day by day, little by little, I knew it's very beauties have a great important roles in one's life and in my life as well. And then I took care more for my beauty, and the concepts that I have learned about beauty is not just the physical appearance, but it's also from the inner beauty, the inner essence of us. As we mentioned about wisdom, we mentioned about a state of mind or a personality, virtues within us. So let me write down the, the topic of this seminar, that we could have the proper perspectives of beauty. And hopefully after this seminar you could have, because you have the proper perspectives of beauty, and you can apply it into your life, and it could, and hopefully you can get these benefits, not only for yourself but also for your family, your organizations, and your the society. So this is the seminar of proper perspective for beauties, and in this seminar we're able to raise our inner awareness about beauty, inner awareness about beauty. Proper perspectives of beauty. Right. Okay. So we talk about beauty, and what is beauty actually? Have you ever thought about the concepts or definition? If we have a definition about beauty, I think most of us just know beauty is just our physical appearance. Most of us, including me, before I've learned about the definition, I learned how to define beauty. So let me read the definition of beauty, which developed by WIT. an organization, an education, an education organization, and is this is those concept about seven holistic wealth, health, proper perspectives of beauty, of health. I learned those concepts from these educational organizations and beauty. Okay. A person's beauty encompasses wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and their physical appearance. Again, a person's beauty encompasses wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and their physical appearance. So, one, one's beauty encompasses, okay, encompasses wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and physical appearance. One's beauty encompasses wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and physical appearance. And physical appearance. And who is the true beautiful person? So the true beautiful person is the one who embodies a complete harmony of wisdom, state of mind, noble personality, virtues, and their physical presence. So we have A beautiful person is one who embodies a complete harmony of wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and their physical appearance. So, what is beauty? What is beauty? Beauty, one's beauty encompasses wisdom, wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and physical appearance. And a beautiful person is one who embodies a complete harmony of wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and their physical appearance. So, with this definition, with this concept of beauty, with this understanding of beauty, we have we have an idea about beauty that everyone is inherently beautiful. Everyone is inherently beautiful, as everyone carries the seed of beauty, which is wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, not only physical appearance. So anyone who have the seeds of wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, so they have the seeds of beauty. They have the seeds of beauty. And these four elements, wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, comes from within, which is the root cause, one's beauty, one's beauty. So this is the eyes. Okay, this is our eyes. Our eyes. And what do you see in this paper? What do you see in this paper? Okay, we see this red dot. Right, we see this red dot on a paper. And this is the seeds. Okay, this is the seeds. The seeds of beauty. The seeds of beauty in us and in other people. In us and in other people. And when we look at someone or we uh, we check on ourselves or look uh, in ourselves, we see our seeds of beauty. We see the wisdom from within. We see the state of mind with including three energies, three states, inner states, a reverence, gratitude, um, equanimity, and peaceful joy. And then we have personality. We uh, we see their um, their joy personality, their hope personality, their belief personality, their wisdom personality, their reverent gratitude personality, their equanimity personality, their humbleness personality, the love personality, and their truthfulness personality. And we see the virtues in them, which is we see the love virtues in them, or we call humanity virtues in them. We see the courtesy virtues in them. We see the righteousness virtue in them, and we see the wisdom virtue in them, and what else? Integrity virtue in them. So if we see any of these, so we can see that they have the seeds of beauty. And of course, everyone has wisdom. Everyone, and we have learned about wisdom light or wisdom wealth in 21-day course of understanding in in ourselves and cultivating peace. And we know that wisdom is simply understood as the state of inner awareness. And the number of our inner awareness corresponds to the levels of wisdom we have. And within a day, we can experience some states of inner awareness. We have explored or discussed about these assets, these non-physical values in that course, the course of understanding inner self, cultivating peace. So if you this is the first time that you know about these concepts, you can check it out on the course, 21-day course of understanding inner self, cultivating peace, which I have pinned that post on my uh, Facebook timeline, and you can check the recordings. You can watch the recordings um, by check it down on the comments. So I put on the links in the comments under that post. So um, we'll come back here that we know that everybody, everybody, everybody has wisdom, state of mind, personality, and virtue. So everyone has the seeds of beauty. So is it right that we say everybody is inherently beautiful? So with the definition of one's beauty encompasses wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues, and physical appearance. So we can see that everybody has the seeds of beauty. And what we focus on gets bigger. 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 Bigger. Do they have double G? Bigger. Yes, double G. Okay. What we focus on gets bigger. So when we look at when we see someone and we see the seeds of their beauty, we see that they have wisdom, state of mind, personality, virtues. So the more we focus on these beautiful sides of a person, so the seeds of beauties in them gets bigger. And it's not just in others, but we can see it in us. We can see it in us. So that says could get bigger, 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 and then is grow up to be a tree, and we have the fruit of beauty, of beauty. So that is how we have the talents. Talent. Talent people around us. Talent people who um, contribute to our success, who have an important role around us, who support us and assist us to do many things. so that we could have more time to spend on what we care most. So they support us, they help us do many choices, um, many things in our life, so that we have more time to spend on what we care most. And we call them the talent, the talents or talent people. So to have more talent people around us to help us or support us to achieve anything that we want in life, we need to see the good or the seed of beauty in other people, in the people around us. And the more we focus on their good sides, their beauties, so the more they become that persons simply. And people love to hear um, compliments, um, love to see their recognition or the appreciation from others for their contribution and for their beauties. So if we are able to do so, they really appreciate um, that look, that views from us, and they could take every effort to be that person or to become someone to become a better versions of them every day or even in every second in their lives. So that's how we can have the talents around us. And my teacher, my beauty teachers, just instilled in my mind an I, sorry, an idea that we can be the factory that produce talent, be the factory to produce talent. And we definitely can be the factory that produce talents. And it's better to receive 1% from 100 people than 100% from a person. So I rather receive 1% from 100 people rather than 100% of a person. If we receive just 1% from 100 people, so we can't prolong or we can remain that for a long time. But if we receive 100% of a person, and sooner or later they they will definitely feel exhausted, and we cannot remain that state for a long time. So if we have more talents around us, so we just receive 1% from their contributions, that's enough. And it could maintain the sustainable success for a very long time, for a very long time. And a women usually what focus on showing their wisdom, state of mind, personalities, and beauty. That is an advice from the experts. Of course, all of us have want to have seven holistic wealth, right? Seven holistic wealth. So we we nurture ourselves to have seven holistic wealth, which are wisdom, wisdom wealth, state of mind wealth, personality wealth, uh, beauty. We can call it beauty wealth, um, or physical well-being. In beauty and health is under physical well-being, and capability wealth and material well-being. So, but the experts advise for the women that even though they have seven houses as well, but for them to have the simpler life and delight life. So they should show their wisdom, state of mind, personality, and beauty aspects. And for men, they should show their virtues, capability, physical physical strength, physical strength, and material strength. And both men and women, uh, when they cooperate it or they connect to each other, will generate the seven holistic wealth. So it could generate a a unique form of seven holistic wealth. So that's why when we cooperate with someone is really is is really essential if we are able to balance between yin and yang. Yin represents for women and yang represents for men. So it could be simpler on our way on our path to achieve seven holistic wealth. So just a little more about seven holistic wealth. And going back to beauty, we today uh, we we could discuss about the physical appearance, and tomorrow we'll go over proper perspectives of beauty. Okay. All right. So when we talk about physical appearance, there are two key aspects. Okay, we'll talk about personal appearance. Sorry, physical appearance. There are two. There are two key aspects or factors. One is from body, and the other is from face, right? So we need a harmonious balance between body and face. So the beauty, when we talk about physical appearance or physical beauty, we could talk about the balance, the balance, and the harmonious balance. Um, so the bodies for the body, we have one index that could indicate a balance ratio of weight and height, of weight and height, mm, which is BMI. If you ever heard about that one, it stands for body mass index. So we could talk about body. Okay. Mm. Let's talk about body. So when we talk about body, there is one index that we need to consider or we need to refer to see the a balance ratio between weight and height, which is BMI. Okay, BMI, body mass index. It stands for body mass index. Okay. And um, how do we know our BMI? So BMI is our weight, weight, sorry, weight, divide the square of our height. Okay. And for the weight, we use kgs. We use kg units. And for the height, we use meter units. And the average BMI, the good range of BMI, we need to have is from 18.5 to 22.9. So that is the BMI from 18.5 to 22.9. That is the average PMI that we should have. And if it's below 18.5, below 18.5, so we can say that that person is thin. And if that person PMI is over 22.9, we can say that they're overweight or even fat. And we have another index, which is the body fat percent ratio. For we have for male, okay, and it's around 10 to 20%, and the good stay is around 15%. For a female, it should be from 20 to 28%. To measure the body fat ratio, in there is a machine to do that. So for the male, the body fat percentage or ratio should be from 10 to 20% to have a healthy body, and the best one is around 15%. And it also depends on um, their their careers. For athletes, they could uh, change a little bit in the body fat. Their ratio, this ratio could change a little bit in the healthy state. And for female, it should be from 20 to 28%, and the best state or the healthy state should be 10, red color, 24%. And there is a machine that can measure this index, this ratio. And you can see it often in the gym center when you step on that machine. They can measure the body fats. So for the body, there are two index that we need to consider to see the harmonious balance, or the balance between weight and height of the body. And you know that BMI is our weight divides the square of our height. And the ideal BMI for us is around 21 to 22. From 21 to 22. Okay. The ideal one. And for unmarried women, it should it should be around 21. And for married women, it should be 21.5. And for men, it should be 22. That is the ideal BMI for man and woman. So now you can check what's your BMI and see if it's if you have the ideal BMI already, or um, you need to do something to have uh, the ideal BMI. If below 18.5, you are thin, and it's over 22.9, so you overweight, or if it's higher, even obese. Um, and and another index or ratios that we care about to see the healthy state of the body is body fat. Okay, body fats. So, and when we talk about the body, there is another um, measurement that we need to care for. Have you ever heard about four lines of what measurements that we need to care for? There are four measurements that we should care for when we talk about the body. Two, four, five. Okay. We have four measurements. First one is bust. The first one is bust, and we have it for male. Okay. And how do we measure the first one? That is bust. Okay. Um, okay. We need to have we need to have the waist lights first. We need to have ways first to measure to calculate the ways we for male. So we need to have the height multiplied 0.45. Okay, so the height multiplies 0.45. And then the bus can be measured or calculated by the ways we get ways divide we get a ways divide 0.7. Then we have the bus for male. And then we have four measurements. And then the hips for the hips. We have ways. We get ways. We also get ways divide 0.75. And for the thigh, we get the height divide by 3. That is for male. And for female, again, we also have four measurements, butts, waist, hips, and thigh. For bust, bust uh, of female, we get their height divide by 2 plus 8 plus 8. Plus 8. For waist, we get the height divided by 2 and minus 20. Minus 20. For hips, we get the first plus 8. And for the thighs, we get the same as female. We get the height divided by 3. So now we have this is the measurements according to WIT to get an ideal body. So now we have the formula. If you are male, you can use these formulas to get four measurements, your measurements. And if you are female, you can use these formulas to get your uh, four measurements. And I can do it on me. Let me check my BMI first. So for the BMI, I get mine, and you get yours to see how how's your body is. So we have, I guess, 43 kg divide by square of height and one width. Oops. Oh no, my PMI is around 17.9. So it's below the average BMI. I need to I need to increase my BMI. Okay. For the body fat, I need the machine to measure that. It's okay. And about the it's 44. Okay. Anyway, I need to improve my BMI. Um, better with the weight. And for our measurements, the height, my height, or for the measurements, the height you use is you use centimeters. Use the height centimeter, centimeter. Okay, by two and add eight. So is that is the perfect for measurements. So I got for the bus, I got 85.5. And my waist, I get higher than minus 20. I get 57.5. And for the hips, so I get the bus at 8. And then I get 93.5. And for the thighs, that I get 50. Divide by 3, and I get 51.7. If my four measurements is the same as these measurements, um, so I have the ideal body according to this formula. But if my waist is my buzz waist, hips, and thighs not around these numbers, so I need to change my body or do something to increase or decrease my four measurements into these ideal measurements. You can check or you can calculate to see your four measurements to see if it's already in ideal states or not. Okay, and for this for the body, for the body. And then moving on to the face. 5, 6. And last time when we talked about health, we already um, talked about physical health. How do we um, how do we improve our five factors in physical health: strength, flexibility, speed, balance, and endurance. So these five factors we need to improve so that it could affect our measurements. So we don't talk about how to train our body anymore. I would just give some information about our measurements and some index so that we know that our current states of the body. So we could have planned for um, training our body. And here we just provide the information. So you can have the image, you can have the mental image about your ideal body. And we all know about the root cause of our realities comes from the mental imageries from our blessings and merits and our the information that we have inside that we have or the beneficial root concepts that we have that about that aspects. So with these index and measurements, we have the clear image, mental image or imagery about our ideal body. So that then we accumulate or collect the beneficial root concepts about uh, the ideal body that we want to achieve and um, generates values or givings to accumulate blessings and blessings to have that ideal body. Okay, we don't talk about how to do that anymore. So here we just give uh, you the mental imageries about your ideal body. And for we know that the physical appearance including body and face. So let's moving on to the face as that. So for the face, let me check. All right, for the face. When we talk when we talk about face, so there are four. mm, there are four factors we need to consider about face. Um, there are two. There's two aspects about face that we need to know, which are the hard parts of our face and the soft parts of our face. So when we talk about the hard parts, it includes head, forehead, and the front of our eyebrow, cheek, and the edge of our chin, nose, ears. Okay, so it includes head, forearm, forearm. Sorry, it's not forearm, forehead. It's not forehead. It's forehead. Okay, we have heads, foreheads, and frame of eyebrow, eyebrow. It's not and eyebrow. The brow, eyebrow, and the cheek, cheeks, um, chin, nose, and ears. Okay, so about the um when we talk about physical appearance, we talk about the harmonious balance. So for the face in the body, we use a PMI and for measurements to see how balanced our body is. And for the face, which includes hard parts and soft parts, the hard parts includes head, forehead, frame of eyebrow, jack, chin, nose, and ears. So we also consider the balance, harmonious balance of these parts in our appearance, the physical appearance, to see if it's is in ideal state or not. So with the head, if you ever seen anyone who have shaved on his hair, so we can see their bald heads and see if it's raw is it raw or not. So those who have the raw heads, it could have they could have more it could have is could be simpler for them to have their quite balanced face with the round heads and even foreheads and the frame of the eyebrow if it's in balance or not, and the cheeks and the chins if it's in balance state, or nose and ears. So when we look at the hard parts of our face or appearance, we check these things if it's in the balance state. For and of course, we have some techniques to make it, which should be round, which should be balanced to be balanced with the hard parts, and in our community, we have beauty methods that uh, we can do that. We can do that. And that beauty center called Tâm Y Dung. Uh, they developed that concept to have the holistic beauty from within to the outer appearance. And for the soft parts, because I opened the Zoom quite late compared to the time that I mentioned in the post. So I just ask for sometimes to talk about the soft parts before we can wrap this the seminar today, the section today. So for the soft part, we can we need to know about the muscle. How to write muscles? Forgot. Okay, muscle and skin. Okay, so we don't need to talk about the muscle anymore. There are some techniques or and some methods that can help us, relax or release the hard parts of the muscles in our face. Some people have a problem with, it's not really a problem, but when they smile, it doesn't look natural because there are some hard parts in the muscles it was stuck and in the muscle. So that's why they needs to be released and relaxed. So there are some techniques and to have our muscles, the facial muscle, to become more relaxing and to release some hard parts in the muscle. You can check it online somewhere. I think in on YouTube there are some techniques to do that. And when we talk about the skins, there are some aspects of the skins to consider is as beautiful skin. Okay. Or a lot of beautiful skin. Hmm. I guess we use more paper for this topic. Okay. So for the beauty to be considered is as the beautiful skin, we need to see the uh, is health first. We need to see is health to see if is healthy or not, and to be able to know if is healthy or not, we need to check if it has any disease like facial disease or facial problem, the skin's condition. So it's free from skin conditions. Okay. We are free from skin. Free from skin disease. Okay. Free from disease, skin disease. Okay. Free from skin disease. And the second factors to consider is a beautiful skin, which is the tones, if it's even or not. Even tone, tone, skin tone. It doesn't matter if you have white, yellow, or black uh, skin. It depends on the where you live, the your locations, the nation that you live. As long as you have the even tones, your skin has the even tone, and it's at the facial skin matches the body tone, matches the body skin. Um, or it could be one shade brighter, one shade brighter than the body skin is fine as long as you have the even tones, which means that the the facial skin matches the body skin. And the third, okay, body Bodies matches bases. Okay. The third factor is the firmness. Firmness. And we check if it's elastic and resilient or not. Elastic and resilient. If you are poked on your face, so it can simply to see if it's firmness. The firmness you can use your index finger and poked on your face, and it's simply to um, bounce back. So we can see that okay is elastic and resilient. And the four factors is hydration. Hydration. So for hydrations, we talk about um, the adequate moisture. And if we can see the face, the skin is radiant, smooth, and rosy enough. So it has the adequate moisture. The adequate moisture. Ad- adequate. Is it adequate moistures? And the last factor is for skin. It doesn't need to be too small or too big, and it should be um, average. Should be in average. So, how to see if that your pore skin is enough, just enough, by stay away from your face around um 30 centimeters and you don't see your pore skin. So we can say that is your pore skin is enough. It's just enough. It's not too big or too small. So if we need the just enough pore skins, big enough pore skin to be able for your body to release or um, like push out some um, toxic in the body through sweat, through sweat. And so it should not be too small. But if it's too big, it could affect our beauty in general. So it should be enough, big enough. So these are five factors that we can consider a skin is beautiful or not. We check if it's healthy. So to check if the it's a healthy skin, we check if it's free from the skin disease. And the second factor is even tone. So we can check the bodies and the face if they matches, if they match. And for the skin, tones could be one shade brighter than the bodies. And for the firmness, we check the is if is elastic and resilient. And for the hydrations, we check the uh, we note its adequate moisture. If you when you look at your face, if it's radiant, smooth and rosy or not. And the last one, pore skin. Stay away from your face throughout 30 centimeters and check if you see the pore skin or not. If you don't see the pore skins, it's just big enough. And beauty is one of the elements or factors or aspects in one's life to have them attract other people apart from health and life standards or living standards and their wisdom, the state of mind, personality, virtues. So beauty is one out of eight aspects that can help people attract other people, others. So it's very, very essential to understand about beauties and holistic beauty. And when we know beauties, what beauty can contribute to one's life, and we can see um, the importance to take care for our beauty. One, if we understand that our beauty um, can help us simply attract other people, and because we can attract other people, we get closer to people, and we can't. And at that time, if we want to create any values, share values to them, it could be simpler. So if you have something that you want to give, but nobody wants to receive, oh, so what could you think? At first, you need to get closer to people, and then they can welcome you and open their heart to receive anything that you want to share. So attractions is one of the factor, what the first step that you need to make before sharing any values that you have. So for ourselves, health and beauties can help us um, attract, increase our attraction. And for our family, it's because we are a member in a family, so it can help us or help the families push their brides as they have a beautiful person in the family. We are the face of our family, as somebody called. And for in our organizations, we also an ambassador of um, organizations. So we enhance the organizational image. We create the first impressions, first good impressions in for the organizations in the professional settings and in the society. Um, when we the beauty can elevate the society as a beautiful society, foster harmonies and gentleness. So we have many benefits when we take care for the beauty. for the sake of not only for ourselves, but also for family organizations that we are in and the society uh, that we're in. Um, so that is about the beauties, definitions of beauties, and when we have gone over the physical appearance with the bodies in some index of the bodies, measurements of the body to have the mental imageries about the ideal body. And then we talk about the the face with the hard parts and soft parts of the face. And we understand about what is the for the face. We talk about the muscles and skins, and we have some elements or factors when we consider if it's the beautiful skins or not. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we will get into the proper perspectives on beauty, and we can have or raise our inner awareness about beauty or on beauty. I guess that's it for today. If you have any questions and or anything that you want to share, uh, please do it. Please put it in the comments or in the chat box or raise your hand. I'm more than happy um, to hear that. So if you don't have anything to share or it's not convenient for you to share with us, so I guess we can wrap up here. And thank you very much for your presence, for your time, for giving me the chance to share this beautiful knowledge to you. And it's also enhance my beauty as I'm creating the values about beauty is that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your support. And please let me start sharing the screen. I will stop the live on Facebook right now. See you tomorrow. Bye. Happy weekend. And bye for now. See you tomorrow.